This time we're jumping right in to my favorite thing in the whole wide world, Python. Obviously, you guys know I love Python. Okay, so now that we're in this folder, I'm just going to do a real simple open up netcat. Now you're going to see that I'm going to have two command prompts actually open. I just opened a duplicate session. So in PuTTY, you can just right-click and choose the option duplicate session, and then you log into that. So I'm going to be working in this duplicate session, so I'm going to need both windows. So what it wants me to do is it wants me to use incat and start a listener. So I'm going to start a listener, incat, listen, verbose, just more output, on port 1234. So there, I'm listening on this port. Now, in my other window, I'm actually just going to start Python. So it just says type Python. And when you type Python, you see how Python starts and you get those three arrows. That's why I'm showing you right here that you type Python, and then you're going to get your additional arrows. Okay, so this stuff seems pretty easy. Let me move this. There we go. Okay, so this looks pretty easy. It just wants me to import socket. So socket is what's called a module. It's the module that allows you to interact with IP addresses and ports. So you're going to notice that a lot of hacker code out on the web has this first line, import socket. Now, whenever we want to work with a socket, we usually say S equals, and then we have all this gobbledygook right here. So what you're saying is S equals socket.socket, socket.af underscore inet. So what that means is you're instantiating the socket object. AF is address family, inet for internet, and then the socket type is going to be a string socket, right? So bidirectional communication. So we hit enter. There we go. Now, you can remember that's how you instantiate a socket object, or you can remember whenever I need to talk to an IP and port, I need that line. Now, the reason that we want to have that line is just so it makes it so much easier for us to, from now on, just use S. Because I don't want to write all that crap out, right? So now I'm just going to do s.connect to localhost on port 1234. Now remember, 1234 is what I'm listening on up here. So now the connect method becomes available. So s.connect, I'm connecting to localhost, port 1234, and I'm going to send some data. Okay, the ultimate, most boring thing in the world we can possibly do, send hello world. So you'll see the connection. You see how we connected. You'll see our source port, 41441. Obviously, your source port will be different. And then you see that the hello world got sent. And now you're going to see me do this data equals s.receive. And I'm just catching 1024 bytes of data. And you see how this 12 came back? That was some of the data that came back. So I actually didn't catch it, but it's okay. So now I'm just going to close this socket. So I'll close the socket. So I close the socket, and then down here, I'm going to say print receive data. So I print receive data. Now nothing's happening. But over here, I'm just going to hit enter, and then you finally see it closed, and then the receive data thing actually print because the socket was finally closed. So the biggest thing here, yes, Joe, you are right. You can differentiate between AF INET 6 and AF INET 4. You are correct. That would be in here, trying to differentiate between IPv4 and IPv6. We're not going to be doing any IPv6 stuff in this class, but you are correct. If you wanted to do that, that'd be how you do it.
If I can help you learn about who we are, and hopefully, if you're willing to join us. This is Infosecaddicts.